chill.
World Cup is happening right now, and this Egypt design and this full video ad you're watching took me about 15 minutes to create, start to finish. So if you have been doing print on demand with AI for a while, you know the pain. You need one tool for image generation, another for video generation, maybe a third one for upscaling. Otherwise, you will have to pay a monthly subscription fee, and most of the time you do not use this tool during the whole month. That's why this platform caught my attention. It's called CrunAI, and today's video, it's sponsored by them. But as always, I'm showing you the real workflow, what worked and what you should know before spending your credits. The core idea here is instead of 10 subscriptions, you buy credits once, and those credits work across every model on the platform. Use them this week, next month, whatever. If you only design seasonally, like say during the World Cup or during a specific niche, seasonal time, you're not burning money in the off months. So the platform has all the models, the AI models that you can find available on the market, the GPT Image 2.0, the Nano Banana, and the Seedream, and also all the video models available. You can see there's the Seedance, there's the Gemini Omni, there's the Kling 3.0, all the video AI models, and each model you can see the number of credits that you will need to burn to use this model, and also there are audio and music models available on the platform. And again, all with one simple access using your credits, pay as you go. So if we press on the pricing, you can pay for $5 credits and you don't need to pay anything else until you finish the credit. So you can top up your account by paying $5, $50 or more and get credits for that. So now let's go to the image generation models, and I'm going to use the GPT Image 2 model to design today's main design. So here inside the GPT Image 2, there are a couple of GPT image models that you can switch and choose from. On the right side, there's the preview window, and if we scroll down, we get to see the credits of each model. So there's three main GPT models here. GPT-2, the stable one, you can see that it takes up to 3 credits for the low version. The premium model takes up to 6 credits for the low version, which is converted to $0.026, which is very few. If you are spending $5, you get to generate lots of images. And there is the GPT Image 2, which burns more credits. So according to your need, you can switch or choose which model you're going to work with. And here we have also a prompt enhancer that you can use to rewrite the prompt in a better way. So we are going to test this together now. So let's delete the default prompt and paste our main prompt to get the first design. We can also change the aspect ratio from here, and also the output format, again from low to high to medium. And each model has its own credit guide. You can clearly understand the number of credits you're going to burn according to each model and each output format. Now let's start with our first example. I would like to test a couple of images. I would like to generate a couple of designs for the World Cup. So I'm going to paste my prompt in the prompt box here, and I'm going to leave all the prompts in the description. So this is the first prompt here, a t-shirt design about FIFA World Cup 2026. A design should be in t-shirt graphic, and this is a generic prompt. And here, if I press on the prompt enhancer and press on continue, CrunAI prompt enhancer is going to analyze my prompt and suggest better prompts that I can use to generate a design. So here it suggested a couple of prompts, and you can select anyone and press continue to generate the design according to these new prompts. But I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to copy all the generated prompts to test them one by one instead of just selecting one and using them. So just copy the prompt from the side tab, and then I'm going to save them on a Word document and paste each prompt separately to see the results individually. So I'm going to keep copying all the prompts, adding them to my Word document as a reference, because I'm going to test them all like I said. And now let's start by using or testing the first prompt, and I'm going to change the aspect ratio to something that fits a t-shirt design. Let's choose the 3:4 ratio, and here you can see that the GPT Image 2 model, the stable version, the low format consumes 3 credits, which is very low. So I'm going to generate my first design using these settings, the stable model, and this is the first design that I got based on the prompt. So it's a a clean, nice design. The GPT Image 2 model always generates perfect text most of the times, so I like the design. And here we are just in the testing phase, and later on I'm going to switch to generate a specific design for Egypt. So the design is great, can easily be removed from its background. So let's continue generating the other designs by simply pasting the prompts to the prompt box and pressing generate. So this is the second design, also a nice design, but it's not perfect for t-shirt design because of the complex background. And this is the third design, also nice one. So the prompt enhancer basically generated or suggested a couple of different design directions, and this is the fourth design, and this is the final one. This final one looks more of an anime design, cartoon style player added to the design, which is also very cool. Now let's move to the main part by adding a prompt to create a design for the Egyptian team in the World Cup, a t-shirt graphic design of Egypt in the World Cup in the US with 𝗗𝗟𝗨𝗦 as the main player, as the main graphic image. And again, this is a very random prompt that I'm using, and I'm going to use the prompt enhancer to suggest something better or to enhance the prompt. So once you finish the prompt, just press on this generate with AI tab, and this will open a new window that you can use to see the suggested enhancements of your prompt. So there are a couple of prompts here, so I'm going to use the first one, press continue, and I'm going to use the 3:4 ratio for this design and press on generate. And this is the design that I got. I like this one, very unique design of Egypt in the World Cup with the word Egypt in Arabic and some Arabic text, which looks cool on the design, and all the Arabic wordings are also correct. So I'm going to proceed with this design by downloading it, and we can move now to the next step. I would like to add this design to a mockup first and then create a video ad out of it. Now let's go back to the main menu, and assuming that we decide to, and let's assume we would like to know how we can see or find our previous generations on the platform. So simply press on your profile image and press on the logs, and this will take you to this logs page where you get to see all the generated results and the prompts and the tasks and the prompt in a JSON format. So this is the design that I'm looking for. I'm going to copy the link, and if you paste it in your browser, you will get to download the design directly once you paste the link in the browser. So the design will be automatically downloaded to your desktop. So here is the design downloaded. Now I'm going to go back to the models on the CrunAI website using the GPT Image 2. Once again, I'm going to this time to upload the design in the upload box. So simply press on the upload box and add the downloaded design. And this time I'm going to add a prompt saying that I would like to have this design on a realistic mockup of a male model wearing the design on the front of a t-shirt. So this is also a generic prompt. I'm going to use an aspect ratio, this time of 16:9, and press on generate. So let's generate the image without the prompt enhancer first. So I got this male model. Yeah, the image looks fine with the design, but the male model himself looks similar to 𝗗𝗟𝗨𝗦, and this is not what I like. So I'm going to add part of or fix the prompt by adding a male model, blonde hair, and this time I'm going to use the prompt enhancer to generate my prompt and press on continue. And let's choose one of the suggested prompts and use it and press on generate. And this time I got this male model wearing design. I also asked the prompt to change the text from black to white so that it fits on a black t-shirt. So this time I got this perfect image, which is cool. I'm going to download it. And now moving on to the final part of the video, I'm going to choose one of the video generation models. So let's press on the Seedance 2.0. I'm going to use it to convert this image to a video ad. So to do this, I need to choose the Seedance 2.0 image to video model. And here I'm going to upload the downloaded image of our model with the generated design. And in the prompt box, I'm going to add my prompt, use the attached image to convert to a UGC video promoting a t-shirt with the design on it. So it's also a generic prompt, but I'm going to use the prompt enhancer to enhance my prompt and press on continue. And every time I do this, I get a couple of suggestions for the prompt, and every time you can read and see which suggestion you think is going to produce the result that you want. So this time I'm going to choose this prompt and press on continue or press on generate. And as you can see, the Seedance 2.0 model consumes about 160 credits. So I choose 5 seconds for this video and the resolution of 720. You can always make it up longer, up to 15 seconds. So we're waiting for the video to be generated, and this is the result of the 5-second video. Yeah, nice video. It's a little bit short. So let's regenerate the video again, with this time using the same model, and I'm going to change the aspect ratio to a vertical one and use the prompt enhancer once again. I love this feature, by the way. Totally makes a difference when it comes to generating your designs. And I'm going to increase the duration to 15 seconds. So let's choose this 9:16 ratio for this video and press on generate, and this time we get this video, this result.
Chill.
So that was it. What I generally like about this platform and the whole process is that the pay per credit model is the right pricing for print-on-demand sellers, in my opinion. Our work is seasonal and project-based, so paying only when you generate just makes sense. The model selection is wide, and the prompt enhancer removes the biggest barrier for beginners. What to keep in mind is that the video generations eat credits faster than images, so plan your video prompts carefully before hitting generate. And because there are so many models, it can feel overwhelming a little bit at first. So my advice is to start with the GPT Image or the Nano Banana for designs and the Seedance for video. So if you want to try this workflow yourself, the link to CrunAI is in the description. Start with a small credit pack, recreate this exact workflow, and build your own World Cup merch. One important note before we go is that in FIFA, the team crests, the official logos are trademarked, so keep your design fan art style. Try to use generic designs for players, especially if you're selling it on print-on-demand websites. You can only sell them as custom sports designs, and use these generic designs for your thumbnails. And once you get an order, you can then create the custom design with any player or team as per the request, but never publish these designs on the website or on the print-on-demand website or even in the reviews. Just make it as a generic custom design and then design according to the request. This will keep you safe from getting trademark problems. So if this workflow was useful, you know what to do. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.